clawing our way out of our graves to bring you your weekly dose of chaos and darkness. I'm Rexy.
And I'm Lillie, and this is the Morning Report.
Hey, nope.
Not this podcast.
Oh God, why is this so hard?
That's what she said.
I need them
Okay.
to not both start with hey.
Well, then we should do something. I don't know. We'll have to think of something so that you don't have to keep saying hey.
What would
We'll
be
work
it?
on it.
Yeah, what's a nice spooky intro for the morning?
Just start our episode off with boo. Okay, now.
Boo.
Okay.
What do we do, Leo?
I don't
Help
know.
us.
We'll figure it out. We don't have to figure it out right now.
All right. Well, hey, Mourners.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm good. How
I
are
miss you.
you? I missed you too.
We've been so busy. It's been a little while. And you guys who are listening to this, you guys have noticed because we haven't put anything out in a couple of weeks because we have been very busy.
You remember when we were like, we're going to do this every week and it's going to, and now we're just like, we'll do it when we get there.
We were doing so good though. We were doing so good.
We became crotchety old men. We'll do it when we get there.
We gotta get our shit together though if we're gonna
Well, it's summertime. I'm lucky I'm here tonight, okay? So lucky I'm here tonight.
Oh, well, I'm glad you are.
Me too.
We gotta get our shit together. This podcast is almost 3 years old.
It's not gonna happen. And you'd think in 3 years they'd know this by now.
Right.
If they're expecting perfection, they can go elsewhere.
Oh.
This is just chaos.
It doesn't get better.
It doesn't. It doesn't. This is not something that ages like fine wine.
No. Oh, it ages more like I don't know.
It's not as bad as milk. It's not like chunky and spoiled.
No.
It's not milk.
No. We're not like spoiled. We're just like
I don't know. I want to go. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out when we figure out our new intro too.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, now that we have established what podcast we're on,
the morning report.
The morning report.
I do.
Ooh, spooky. We're spooky.
This is not a spooky story, but it is weird.
All right.
And this is just going off the headline. So if it doesn't end up being weird, I'm gonna fire Daryl.
Oh my god. Leo says we're like 2 million year old Himalayan salt that expired last week.
That's what we are.
That's amazing.
That is, yes. And Leo, you know we never know what the F is happening. Ever. All right. From the UK from yesterday. Junior doctor goes viral after rescuing live fish from garden lawn in Newcastle. Nope, we lost.
I muted myself so I could take a drink. But alive? How did
let's find out.
Okay.
So Dr. Ben Beska said he had no idea how the animal ended up on the patch of grass. The mystery has attracted the attention of tens of thousands of social media users. Dr. Ben Beska from Newcastle made the discovery on Saturday after he heard a group of magpies squawking and went out to investigate and then spotted the fish lying in the grass. The NHS cardiology doctor rushed to retrieve the fish and placed it in a freezer drawer filled with water, the only large container he could find. Locking the fish away from his 2 pet cats, Dr. Beska visited his nearest aquatic shop and purchased a tank for the fish. The 33-year-old has named it Alice after a text message he sent to a friend auto-corrected "It's alive" to "It's Alice."
That's amazing. Leo, I don't know. Leo says, how did you do a spit take without spitting?
That's what it sounded like. And I was like, what just happened? Because I've got the recording here in one tab and my news article in another tab. So like when I'm reading, I'm not looking at the camera.
Right.
So I missed it. Dr. Beska posted about his discovery on X, formerly Twitter. And X is stupid, and I will scream that from the rooftops.
Agree. And
And
also,
it has
we just have to call it X, formerly Twitter, like, for the rest of
for
everybody's
the
lives.
rest of forever. That's like, Prince was the artist formerly known as Prince for a real long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And it has now been viewed more than 19 million times, according to figures from the social network. He described the reaction as bonkers and added, "It's pretty mad, really, finding a fish on the lawn. I had no idea how it got in the garden." And then I saw this thing on the floor and I was like, what the hell? I went out and I was like, as if it's an actual fish. So I took a photo to send to my fiance to say, how the hell is there a fish on the floor? And then it moved. I couldn't just leave it. Dr. Beska said he picked up the flapping fish and put it in the freezer drawer after filling it with water. He said it started to swim around, so it was alive. I think it was seconds from death, so it's a lucky fish.
Wow. But still.
He suspects a bird picked up the fish from a nearby pond and dropped it while carrying it away, but said it must have traveled a reasonable distance because there were no ponds nearby.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Lucky little fish.
Yeah. He said it's odd. I mainly use social media for medical stuff, so this is very, very different. One X user has even gone as far as creating an account for the fish with the username Alice Beska at Alice Beska, which Dr. Beska said was very funny.
That's
He
good.
now intends to keep the fish as a pet.
Oh, good. That's good.
Here, hold on.
Ooh, do we have pictures?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
You think I do things? There we go. That's Alice Beska.
Oh, hi, Alice. Nice. You are a very, very lucky fish.
Very lucky. And I can't, yeah, she looks healthy.
Yeah. I think she'll be
Just
just fine.
looks wide-eyed and scared.
Like, I have no idea what just happened, but I'm super
I
glad
was
I got some oxygen.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool.
All done.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about a cow.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about Ubre Blanca,
Oh.
the beloved national treasure of Cuba and Fidel Castro's most cherished milk cow.
To bed. Okay, so Fidel Castro's cow.
Yes, Fidel the cow. The cow. We're talking about the cow.
We're
Okay.
just UB. That's the cow's name.
Ubi. Ubi. Her name is Ubi.
Ubi.
Okay. Ubre Blanca. And we are going to call her Ubi, if I
Ubi.
remember. All right. So Fidel Castro, his brother Raul, and their fellow revolutionary, Che Guevara, fought and overthrew the right wing capitalist government led by Fulgencio Batista in 1959.
Huh.
Fidel turned Cuba to communism and worked to modernize the economy that was already centered around agriculture and make it a shining example of the virtues of Marxism. On top of turning much of the land surrounding Havana into coffee plantations, and of course, making Cuba the place to get cigars, Fidel's big goal was to turn Cuba into a leading dairy producer. Not only because it would benefit his vision for the country, but also because Castro was obsessed with milk and everything you could make with it, especially ice cream. It's really hard
Fidel
to fault anybody for being upset with ice cream.
Fidel Castro is a weird man. Like I
Yeah.
when you learn things about these horrible people that make them human, you're like, okay, now hold on a second.
I know. It's like, I kinda just thought you were, like, a terrible boogeyman, and
But
now you have weird addictions too.
you
Okay.
like ice cream. Like it can't be
Yeah.
that bad, but you are.
But you are. But you like ice cream.
That's like once
Only
you really
only
like if
nice people should be allowed to have ice cream.
but like if you really get into like God bless me, and just if nobody take this anything more than just me making a comparison. If you get into Hitler and like really, really look at it,
There's weird things, right? That are like, "Oh,
outside of
you're
all the
human."
bad that he did, all the horrible, atrocious things that he did, you're like, how did you get there?
Right?
This all seems like it's going in your favor. What
What
left hand
happened?
turned were you like, this is the way I want to go?
Right. Well, wasn't that just like him getting rejected from art school, or is that just a myth that I heard?
No, he did get rejected from art school and he was actually not awful.
Yeah, I heard that. I guess he was actually a pretty good artist. He really liked animals and he wanted to be an artist.
Yeah,
And
not
then I
a
guess he got mad
freaking
and was like, "Screw it, I'll overthrow the country."
yeah, yeah. So, just
Uh,
one of those things.
How do you jump from art school to,
I
you
mean,
know,
look at
Fidel
this.
Castro?
And
Not Fidel
I'm
Castro,
look,
Hitler.
I like that's one of his.
This is one of Hitler's paintings.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder why he got rejected.
It's not perfect. It's not awful.
Mm-mm.
Like I would hang that in my living room if it
Do you
wasn't
think
attached to
if
all the
he
atrocities.
do you think if he had, yeah, like if literally anybody else had painted it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a Nova.
Huh?
Oh, and Nova has pretty new decorations.
She's
Nova's Hi, baby.
oh, good
Say hi.
girl.
Hi, Nova. Say
Did
hi.
she get a
Woo!
haircut?
Oh, yes. Did she what?
Get a haircut?
She
Oh,
is just, blowing
she
a lot
just
of that winter coat.
okay. She looks less fluffy.
Sorry for all the banging, it was worth it to get Nova on camera.
All right.
Do
Sorry
you
about the
think
Hitler detour.
during the long-lasting trade embargo between Cuba and the US, Castro once had his ambassador to Canada sneak into the US to get 28 cases of his favorite American ice cream sent to him?
What was it?
Oh,
Leo, what is it?
Leo, yeah, what is it? What's the favorite? Well, Leo says Hitler probably loved ice cream.
I am Googling the weirdest things. Like
What
my
do you mean?
FBI.
Your agent is just like, "What are you doing?" Howard Johnson's hotel ice cream.
Oh,
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Another fun fact about Castro, the CIA famed communism haters tried to assassinate Castro a total of 638 times,
Jesus
con-
Christ.
condoned by presidents, starting with JFK all the way up to Bill Clinton.
Of
Oh,
course.
Howard Johnson's is a hotel chain.
Oh.
Oh, so it's just like ice cream that they handmade in the hotel or something? Fancy, fancy ice cream. Of course, they tried snipers, but foiled assassination attempts led to more inventive tries. Because Castro liked scuba diving, they infected a diving suit with tuberculosis, but he found out before putting it on. They also tried to make a conch shell on the seafloor blow up while he was diving near it. They made exploding cigars and even tried planting bombs at speaking podiums and at locations he toured. The American mafia worked with the CIA to try poisoning and shooting him. They even tried to get his ex lover to give him poisoned lotion, to whom Fidel gave a loaded gun and told her to shoot him if she wanted him dead. She apparently didn't have the nerve and slept with him instead.
Well, because that's the next logical thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I can't kill you, but I'll sleep with you.
Since he swerved every assassination attempt, they also tried to overthrow him by getting the people to lose confidence in him. They sprayed a chemical like LSD into Castro's radio studio so he would speak erratically while on air addressing the country. And they even thought of dropping leaflets over Cuba offering thousands of dollars to assassinate government officials, but would only offer 2 cents for Castro's head to diss him.
So, in this article about what I was trying to figure out the
Mhm.
ice cream flavor,
Yeah, yeah.
um, okay, so Castro ate ridiculous quantities of frozen dairy. Colombian novelist Gabriel Garcia Marquez, a close friend of Castro's, recalled in a biographical essay that the Cuban leader once finished off a lunch with 18 scoops of ice cream.
I would die. Like, I
I
would just
would
throw up my
die.
entire body.
So, and then as relations soured with the US, CIA plots kept in mind Castro's famous appetite for ice cream. In 1963, the CIA worked with US based mafiosi to ply a worker at the Havana Libre Hotel with a pill containing botulinum toxin and instructions to slip it into Castro's daily milkshake.
Is that what makes botulism?
I guess
Wow. Daily milkshake. Like, how much did this man weigh?
he's tiny.
No.
And he's like, and this again, gonna be a weird thing to say. He's kind of cute sitting here eating his ice cream. Like, look at him. He's adorable.
Oh, dang it. Why does he have to be a bad guy?
Right?
Leo said he was fairly fit for an ice cream addict. He looked like he could just be like I mean, he looks kinda like a bookie, right? It looks like a little bookie.
He's got no belly. His legs aren't large. His
Don't
face
understand.
looks thin. Is ice cream the secret here?
Maybe we're not eating enough ice cream.
I, that might be true.
Since his love for ice cream was so well known, they also tried to assassinate
Oh, there
Castro
you
that
go.
way in 1961 by poisoning his daily milkshake. Every day, Fidel ordered a chocolate milkshake from a nearby hotel for lunch. The hotel was persuaded by the spooks and to mix in oh, I think the and's not supposed to be there. The hotel was persuaded by the spooks to mix in a toxin to give him botulism.
There you
A
go.
pill of it was put in a freezer for safekeeping, but was destroyed when it froze to the inside of the freezer and disintegrated trying to break it free. Still, it was the closest they ever got to assassinating him. In between attempts on his life, Castro had a country to run. In the 1960s, Cuba suffered from food shortages, and he thought increasing milk production was the missing piece of the puzzle. The bad news was that the native cattle of Cuba, La Reina cows and Cebu cows, don't produce a lot of milk. The good news is they imported lots of Holstein cows, the black and white dairy cows we all know and love from Canada. The other bad news was that they were like, thanks, but we hate it here. They learned that Holsteins can't handle the heat of the tropical island climate of Cuba. So scientists worked to crossbreed the native Cebu cows with Holsteins to create super cows and produce as much as possible. They figured by the start of the 1970s, they'd have 1,000,000 of these super cows and have enough milk to fill Havana Bay. But crossbreeding didn't go great, and the ones that survived didn't produce well. Of the 1,000,000 cows they envisioned, Cuba ended up with a grand total of one. This cow, named Ubre Blanca, White Udder, was the only success story. White Udder.
Ah.
Oh.
That was an epic failure, and I love that.
Right? One. Aubrey Blanca was born in 1972. She set a world record in January 1982 for producing 29 gallons in one day and 6,411 gallons in one 305-day lactation period, beating
Ugh.
records set by an American cow named Arlene in 1975. That's a lot of freaking milk.
Look, having been a milk cow for years, that's too much. That poor mama.
No kidding. Unless, like, is that just how much?
Ugh.
It might just be how much she puts out. Um, she usually produced 4 times more than the average cow. Oh, yep. Her udder reportedly measured 6.5 feet in circumference for after calving. Yeah.
Gross. Ow. That hurts.
Castro used Ubi Ubi. Castro used Ubi's extraordinary output as propaganda for the superior breeding born by communism. Newspapers often cheered on Ubi's feats, giving updates on her day to day stats. They even put her on
Mm.
Cuban stamps. Being a super cow, she was treated like royalty. She had an air
Ugh.
conditioned stable, round the clock care, and attention from her team of handlers. And she had her own armed guards. They had other animals test Ubi's food in case anyone tried to poison her.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh, Leo says, look at the pic of her. Where is it?
Oh, it's here. Hold on. I just had it
Oh, okay.
and now it's gone. There it is.
Yeah.
Um, okay. I have to move things around. That one. This one. Ta-da!
Wow. Holy wow.
Yeah.
She's massive.
And don't I mean, that is all that
Wow.
and just so I would like to point out that this man does have his arm inside of her.
Oh, okay. Is she is she having a baby then?
They might be checking to see if she's ovulating. They might
Yeah.
be artificially inseminating her. I'm not sure, but I
Oh,
just wanted to
that's
point
true.
out that his arm is inside of her.
Yes. All the way to almost his shoulder.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Ubi was milked 4 times. I thought that I was fine. I thought I could just move past it. And all I have going in my head is like, you usually have to pay more for that.
You said move.
Move.
Okay.
Ubi was milked 4 times a day, all while soothing music was played for her. But the stress of milking Ubi so often took a physical toll on her. When she was around 12 years old, a tumor developed in her hindquarters. Thankfully, they didn't milk her for all she was worth. They removed Ubi from production to give her a chance to recover. Scientists extracted eggs from her, which for some reason aggravated the tumor. Unfortunately, she steadily declined, and when it was apparent she wouldn't get better, Ubi was euthanized. Okay, so they treated her really well.
No, okay. Just I have to clarify how the dairy farm industry works, and I hope we all know this. In order for a female animal to make milk, a baby has to be involved. And uh, the when the babies feed, they take what they need, and the mom's body learns, okay, I only need to make this much every so
Yeah.
often. So, in order for her to be making all of that milk, they've got to be milking her 4 times a day, which and probably longer than what her calf would
Oh,
have.
yeah.
And where are all these calves?
I was just wondering that when you were like, you mentioned, they have to have a baby. Where are the babies? Did they
Where's the
not?
baby?
Yeah, did they? I don't know. We might find out in here, but I wonder maybe they didn't survive, like because of such the crossbreeding,
Because
that
of
produced
yeah.
her. I wonder. She lived to the age of 13, which is actually a pretty standard life expectancy of a Cebu Holsteins, and received military honors, a full
Mhm.
obituary, a eulogy by the state newspaper, poems penned, and folk songs written about her life. Uvre Blanca's body was embalmed and taxidermied and is now displayed within a climate controlled glass case at the National Cattle Health Center near Havana to this day.
I have that too.
It's really freaking cool. Her hometown of Nueva Gerona sculpted a marble statue in her memory. Jury is still out on whether Fidel and Ubi ever made sweet love.
Dude. We didn't need that in there.
Oh, he had to. Leo had to do it, I know it. That's really freaking cool.
It
Like,
really is.
wow. I love so many parts of this story about her, and then I hate so many others. Like, she got air conditioning and, like, music and round the clock care and, like, all of this stuff is wonderful, and they literally never gave her a break until she was, like, about to die.
Yeah.
The Super Cow project was abandoned after many years of failing, and Cuba has yet to realize its wild dairy dreams. Unfortunately for Castro, Ubi's offspring didn't follow in her footsteps, producing only rookie numbers their entire career. Oh, okay. So she did have babies and they just kept the babies. Castro thought of cloning Ubre Blanca to build his hyper mammary herd, reportedly is reportedly inspired by Dolly the sheep and Jurassic Park. But so far, there's still only one Uber Blanca. He also apparently wanted his scientists to create mini cows people could keep at home to fulfill their daily milk needs. But since that's obviously still not a thing, because we would have had one. If they were like tiny mini cows I could keep in my house, yeah, I'd have one.
And just be in charge of my own freaking milk. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
And it's also a tiny little baby cow you can, like, carry around with you and
Oh
snuggle
my
and
god.
have it be friends with your cat or your dog. Yeah,
I want one.
me too. Those of you out there who have the ability to make this happen, make us some mini cats. That's
I'm
it. That is the story of Ubi, Fidel Castro's favorite cow, and basically the superstar of Cuba during the '60s and '70s. I just wanna pet her.
well, you can go to Cuba and try to stick your hand in a glass case.
I don't think they'll let me.
Probably not.
Mm-mm.
I want stamps.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a picture of the Ubi stamps?
You know I do. Only because Leo had pictures of the stamps. I do not need them to be that big, though. What has happened?
I don't know.
Zoom. How do I zoom? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's at 500%. I don't
Leo
need
said they
that.
should have it so you can be like the vet and get shoulder deep when you visit. Ew! Ew! No! I'm not reading your comments anymore.
Yeah, well, you should have known that already.
I know.
He made you say things like, whether Fidel and Ubi ever made sweet love.
Yes, he did. Oh my god, I want one of the stamps.
Aren't they cute?
She is. She's
Oh, but
cute.
wait, hold
Okay.
on. Where did it go?
Ooh, I wanna ride a cow that big. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Oh no. Ah, there's too many buttons. Okay. There's a baby.
A baby.
Look at the
Oh,
baby.
hi, little baby.
Oh, but look at that udder, man.
I know it.
It's
She's so big.
humongous.
They look I mean, literally, they look like balloons.
Ugh,
Like somebody just crammed balloons inside of her udder.
I do not miss that at all.
It doesn't look comfortable.
It's not.
So, you got any good news for me?
No.
Lily, you didn't have any last time either.
I don't have oh wait, I got a kitten.
Yeah. Can
I
we
don't know
see
if
the
that
kitten?
I well
See around?
I have pictures.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It's so cute.
That's Biscuit.
My biscuit.
But see,
It
it's got little fuzzies on top of her ear.
mhm.
I can't with her. She's
She's
so sweet.
adorable.
And for being a feral kitten that was literally taken out of the wild, no, not like Limp Biscuit, just like a biscuit that you
Like
eat.
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. But like for being a kitten that was taken away from its mother and siblings like a week ago, that is the chillest cat I have ever met.
Nice. That's super cool.
And she's clean, like no fleas.
Wow.
She's beautiful.
That's super good. She's just
Yep.
happy to be with you guys, I
Until the kids start chasing her around, like
think.
I feel so bad.
Well, she doesn't have siblings, so she has them.
So that's my good news. I have some this time. What about you?
I have big good news.
What?
I passed my NCLEX.
Yay! I'm
That is
so proud.
so excited. For because most people don't know what that is. It's the national test to see if I am qualified for licensure for massage therapy. And
They are, I
I
promise.
yeah, I definitely am, but it's been 12 years since I was in school, and I never got around to taking the test because, like, I didn't need it, and then we moved to Oklahoma, and I didn't need it here either. So I was like, I'm just not gonna take it." And then, now I really needed it, and I'm 12 years out of school, and so all I have been doing is studying, and I totally like, when I went in to take it, 100% thought I was failing. I was like, "I don't know why I'm here. Why did I schedule this test? I don't know anything." Um, Thought I was failing the entire time, and then I passed.
Yay!
They give us,
It's
like, 120 minutes, and it took me, little under 60.
wow.
So, yeah, thought I was failing. Apparently, I'm much smarter than I thought.
Of course you are. It's so funny, like, I was trying to explain to Steve why I was so excited for you and why I was, like, beaming proud. And this is don't take this in any way other than you trigger some sort of maternal instinct. And so I'm like, that's my baby.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
get it.
excited.
No, I get it. It's so strange because it's like, are you, like, my sister or my bestie or my mom? A
Exactly.
little bit of all of it rolled
And
in.
I'm all three of them at the same time.
Yeah,
And like
it's
when you told me,
glorious.
I was like, I don't know how to, like, this is a lot of emotion right now. I'm mom proud. I'm sister proud. I'm bestie proud. I'm just proud. Like,
Oh, my face hurts. I'm smiling so much. I'm so happy about that being done.
yay.
I've been running around all day today just trying to get paperwork and photos and, notaries and all the stuff that I have to get done to get all my stuff sent in. And now I'm trying to find my transcript. I don't know where it is. So that's
I
my
did.
next thing.
I did take the classes, I promise.
I did. I even called the school, so I have that going just in case I can't find it. But yep, that's my big news. I'll
Yay.
probably be licensed as a massage therapist in the state of Oklahoma once again, at least by the end of the month.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Alright, puppy. Alright, well,
Nova.
we need to be going live in about 5 minutes.
Yes, we do.
Alright, well, this has been the morning report.
The morning report.